bike.
Turn right onto Airpark Way, then turn left onto Bonanza Drive.
నాకు తెలిసి వీడి గరాజ్ ఇంత పెద్దగా ఉంది కాబట్టి
పెట్టుకున్నాడు కార్ ఉంది దాంట్లో అది మన ఫ్లైట్ ఉంది
తెలుస్తుందా
గ్యారేజ్
దానికి అది షాప్
Head northwest on Fairway Drive.
Directly drive and come inside. That's
Make a U-turn, then turn left onto Airpark Way. Turn left onto Bonanza Drive, then your destination will be on the right. Head southeast on Bonanza Drive toward Western Drive. Turn right onto Western Drive, then turn right onto Fairway Drive. Make a U-turn. In 400 feet, turn right. Head northwest on Boeing Road. In 600 feet, turn right toward Boeing Road. Turn right toward Boeing Road, then make a U-turn. Make a U-turn, then turn left onto Boeing Road. Turn left onto... Head northwest on Boeing Road, then turn right. Turn left toward Boeing Road, then make a U-turn. Make a U-turn.
This plane is a Piper Comanche 400. It's called a 400 because it has 400 horsepower. This engine is very unusual because it's seldom seen an 8-cylinder engine in an aircraft. These engines were built for planes that are crop dusters, very large twin-engine aircraft. There is a version of this plane that comes with 2 engines, and that single engine is larger than the 2 engines that are put on the twin. So this is faster than a twin. This plane was built in 1965. It has 4 wing tanks. It carries 130 gallons of fuel.
Okay.
This drinks about 20 gallons every hour. So it has a 6-hour range at 200 miles an hour. So 1,200 miles is a good range for this aircraft. The plane has a retractable gear, so the wheels come up into the fuselage when that's going on. I just had this painted over the 4th of July weekend.
Okay.
So this paint's only a couple weeks old. A couple months old. And I am putting in a new interior into the airplane. So new seats, stuff like that. I took out the floorboards, they're dirty.
Okay.
So today is cleanup day for the plane. I've owned this plane for 15 years.
Okay.
And I've flown it to Los Angeles probably 50 times.
Oh.
I've flown it to Minneapolis 6 or 7 times. Takes about, it's a 4.5 hour, 3.5 hour, so it's an 8-hour trip to get to Minneapolis.
Okay.
Minneapolis is 1,500 miles away. Let's see, what else can I tell you? Oh,
seating capacity.
There's 4 seats total.
Okay.
And this plane is a little unusual, I mentioned before. They only made 147 of these planes.
Okay.
Now, this is a Comanche, I told you. They made 180 horsepower, 250 horsepower. They made over 6,000 of these types of airplanes. but only 150 with this engine, and there are only about 80 of them left. So, so it's a bit unusual. One thing that's funny, I look down and you see this grass is that fake plastic grass. So I used to come out here and push the plane into the street, water my lawn, and push the plane back. After 2 years of that, I said, you know, this is just stupid. So anyway, so I had my lawn redone for my plane. So in my driveway, you'll see I have a 2-place plane there. That means holds 2 people. This here's a 4-place plane, and in the hangar I have a 6-place plane, but my friend flew it to Phoenix today. That's, I think
really
that's pretty succinct.
Really
Thank
interesting.
you. That was thank you.
It's great. Yeah.
I was wondering what
So we were just thinking,
why,
and yeah, we
why
were just
this place, like, what is there any specific reason for this place being? A lot of people have flights here.
Well, of
Is it
course,
started with, like,
you can
flight
park your
enthusiasts?
plane at any airport, right?
Right.
And for example, if you park your plane outside over on the ramp, it costs about $50 per month. But in this airport, it's a flying community, right? So in the let's call it the homeowners association, but it's really CRC's conveyances, covenants, and restrictions. You have to build your hangar before you build your house. So I think there are 180 homes here, maybe about 10 lots left. They started this place around 1975, somewhere in there. And it's really interesting because some people buy their house here, but they don't have a plane. Now, just imagine if you had 5 kids, but your garage was 40 by 30, you could fit 6 cars in there easily, and a tennis court and a basketball hoop. So people with big families love moving in here, but you know, it makes the pilots mad. I'm thinking, just get over it, you know. But that I think is really funny. Probably 30 or 40 of the residents here are current or retired airline pilots. So of course there's a runway here, right? And you have a little button like your garage door opener, and that opens the gate. It was really funny because we didn't always have a gate. And you might be coming in for a landing, and there'll be some guy from UPS with his truck trying to find an address, and he's driving down the runway, and you're coming in for landing, and he's, you know, you're coming in behind him. What are you gonna do? You just have to come back and hope he leaves.
Or someone curious like us.
So, or kids would love to get out there with their hot rods and race down the runway. So that was one thing that was funny. Now, there was a really funny incident. So you see the yellow stripe, just like any other street. Well, at airports, unused runways or closed runways have a great big X marked on them. And we had very large X's on the street, and you'll see them when you go by because they were painted over. But somebody from the city came by and said, that's non-standard marking for a street, so you have to take those X's off. 2 months after we took those X's away, some guy landed his airplane on this taxi strip on the other side of the hill. We're like, are you nuts? And he said, oh, that's okay, I'll just take off and fly to the runway. Oh, no, you can drive there. Or taxi, of course. But that was pretty funny. About 5 years ago, the Department of Airports got mad at us because the trees were too tall. So if the runway's here, there's a legal requirement to have a certain free space where there are no obstructions. So anyway, about 3 or 4 years ago, We had a whole bunch of arborists in here cutting down trees, shortening the trees, not cutting them down, but yeah, cutting down trees so that we would recomply. So what they did is they say, yes, you could still use the airport, no night flying. They kind of shut the airport down for about a year before it was opened back up.
Okay.
So that was, a bit odd.
Okay.
Not what I signed up for, but it's hard to fight the government.
Yeah. So how do you manage the signaling? So you'll be having signals to the base station, right? So the airplane communicates with you. Communication, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Most all planes have radios.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some old planes don't even have an electrical system.
Mm-hmm.
But you can still bring a walkie-talkie.
Talkie,
Sure, but so there's no tower, and we usually say I'm 5 miles out coming from the northwest. I'll be there in 2 minutes. I'm landing on this runway, and so we just talk. I haven't ever heard of a collision. There's no, and that's not unusual.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bet you
It's not so busy that you don't need it.
there's 1,000 more airports.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think. In the United States, there's at least 10,000 airports. So anyway, it's not unusual for there to be airports without air traffic control.
Okay.
And when you pick up your chart, so if I was flying to, somewhere else, every airport has a frequency assigned to it.
Mm-hmm.
So that way, not everybody's talking on the same channel. It stays localized for wherever you're going.
Okay, so the range of this, how high it will go? I mean, conventional flights are there where how high you can go on this?
Okay, so this plane is limited to 22,000 feet.
Okay.
But if you get higher than 13,000 feet, might be 13.5, you start to need to wear oxygen masks.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And whenever I fly to Minnesota, I have an oxygen cylinder in my hangar. I usually fly at 17,500. Most general aviation airplanes, that's not anybody flying for fun, most people fly between 2,000 and 8,000 feet.
Okay. Okay.
It's not unusual.
Okay.
You have to buy any, you have to comply with any regulatory authorities here saying that you own this plane and that sort of thing.
They're pretty generous, actually.
Okay.
The federal government,
remember
you
this.
have to register your airplane
Interesting,
every
right?
5 years, and it costs $5.
Oh,
So that one's good.
Oh.
You do have to pay property tax,
Mhm.
just like on your car. But if you have an old plane, like mine, over 30 years old, they will waive the property tax for you. But you have to show off your airplane.
yeah.
Right.
So you can't
To
just
look
hide
your
it, you have to
condition.
show it off to the
Yeah.
public. And you have to show it at least 12 times a year.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So how often you take this flight and fly? How often you take?
How often do you fly?
Oh, I fly usually every week. I'm a little busy today, but I for sure fly every 2 weeks.
Okay, that's great.
And
So you yourself repair everything? You know everything inside the
no, you have to have a license to work on a plane,
Mm-hmm.
and anything I do, cleaning the plane and pulling out
Okay.
panels
The mechanicals you
is
know.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is open just because it got washed.
Mm-hmm.
But no, the only things I can do is things like change the tires, change the oil, change the brakes, stuff like that. But anything that really requires a wrench or anything structural with the engine has to be a licensed mechanic.
Really great. Can I just go around?
Sure, feel free.
Well, very
We were trying to Reno, Nevada. So we saw this curious little airport, and like, we'll stop by and just check out like highlights, like small airports like that. And we were on the other side of the airport. I noticed like a couple of flights parked really kind of driveway. That is unusual for me. And what you notice is all
This crazy, man.
So all the mailboxes. Notice how far the street light is pulled back from the road.
Yeah.
You'll find that all over because you need to leave room for wings.
So it seems like younger generation also are using these planes and flying. I mean,
It's
like,
very unusual. Newer planes have air conditioning. They're kind of expensive. Not even my 1965 car had. Not my 1965 Buick Skylark even had air conditioning. So no, I don't have it. So
so
pilots
just
love
general
to
question, like,
suffer.
how much does it cost actually? So just want to know. I mean,
Well, that plane that's in the front of the house, you could buy that plane for $40,000.
okay.
It carries 2 people, and it goes 160 miles an hour.
Okay.
And it's got just enough range to make it to Los Angeles. So Reno would be really easy. Plane like this, probably 150K. But anyway, and what's really funny is the prices of aircraft have almost doubled in the last 5 years. So I don't know what it was about COVID or what, but it's shocking. But it's not hugely expensive, I don't think. I mean, you can buy a nice car for 40 grand, or you can buy that other plane. There are a lot of planes you can buy for $50,000-$60,000.
Can I just take the cockpit?
Sure.
picture? Yeah. Bit excited, so don't mind. Okay.
So it's probably clear that I'm changing the headliner, all the side panels. And actually, that's something I'm
Are you
allowed to
doing
do.
some 3D printed Are you replacing them with the original design, or are you making some DIY?
There's a company that sells interiors. It's called Airtex. And so, for example, I took my seats out, and I don't know, you glue on some foam, and then it fits on like a sheet does on your bed, like a fitted sheet. And so they're all done and all sitting in my house. All the panels, all that's done already.
So why is this silver color? This thing is there. I mean, like, what is this coat?
It's insulation. That's silver. Yeah, that's silver lining. So there was fiberglass, and wherever I replaced it, it was just too old and too ratty.
Okay, got it.
Basically, we are all electronics designers.
Yeah, electronic designers.
We work for AMD.
AMD, microchips.
Well, the funny thing is, I used to work for AMD.
Yeah.
I'm an electrical engineer, and I started with AMD out of school.
Okay.
It's good. Yeah.
That's how probably we are more asking very.
So, it's really funny. When I learned to fly, by the way, I got my license on my 16th birthday. So you can be that young and get your pilot's license. When I learned to fly, we had charts, and you'd keep track. There's the river, there's a railroad track, we're crossing this town. Now with GPS, it's unbelievable. And they all have a database in them.
Yes.
They know right where you are. They know where every hill is. I mean, anybody that runs into a hill now should be having other problems. And autopilots are good. And they've started something new where the plane transmits its location just in the blind. And anybody with an appropriate receiver will see all the traffic around them. And in I don't know, 1980, it was pretty much y'all be careful out there, keep a close eye, and still not everybody has that. Anywhere you get where there's congested flying, it's required. Right here, it happens not to be, but all my planes have that on there.
I have a few questions. Okay, so when you're flying, right, can you do any stunts on this, or just going straight to the destination? Are you doing any stunts?
The answer to your question is, if you wanted to do
Flips are.
so airplanes are either certified for aerobatics or normal. This is a normal category airplane. You can't do loops in it.
Okay. Second question. So if you see any bird which is coming at close to this, how do you detect it, and have you seen any such instance in your life?
I've seen birds, of course. I've never hit a bird. I know one person that's hit a bird.
Okay.
We hear about every airline that ever ingests a bird. It's really, it's just not that common. And anywhere that birds...
With the propeller planes, probably that's not a big problem too, right? Like with the jets, probably is.
Well, the funny thing is, the birds will usually come through your windshield in this plane, but not on an airline.
Okay.
I've seen some videos on YouTube of people flying with a duck sticking through their windshield. And but generally, it doesn't bring a plane down. If it hits a plane, it usually bends the metal back,
yeah.
To about here, but the plane still flies.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
I mean, you remember B-17 in World War II had come back with 200 holes in it, so they can take a lot of damage.
Okay. So have you drawn any? I mean, you are part of any of the wars or just
No.
Okay. Okay.
No, I've never flown as a job or with the Air Force. No.
Okay.
You're just an enthusiast, like
Just
started
an
as an
enthusiast.
hobby.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. So how about your kids or your family? Somebody else will take this, or you are alone driving it? Yeah.
Well, a lot of friends here in the Airpark, we usually get together and go to lunch. So if I go to Maxwell's a common place to go. So about a 40-minute flight. Usually I'll carry 1 or 2 people, and 3 planes will go, and we'll meet for lunch here or...
Like how we are going in car, you'll be going right now. Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah. Nice to hear. Yeah. Great.
So one thing that's interesting is now with the electric scooters, it used to be you'd land at an airport, and it was a long walk to go to town to find a restaurant or something. Now with these small electric scooters, you can pretty much be anywhere quickly. And so that makes it fun. A lot of people go camping. They'll take their kids camping, throw up a tent, things like that. Yeah.
So okay. So if you're landing in some other airport, I mean, do you need to pay any charges to them?
No.
Nothing. Okay.
Generally, you have to pay to park your airplane. It's usually about $5 or $6 per night for a single engine.
Okay.
About usually $10 if it has 2 engines per night. Now, if I wanted to land at San Francisco, they charge me $200. So I don't go to San Francisco, I go to San Jose.
Busy.
Yeah, but it doesn't cost anything to land at other airports in general.
Okay. That's a good support, yeah.
And you can go somewhere, and if you're there for lunch, you go there at 10 in the morning and you leave at 1 o'clock. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Okay, nice meeting you actually. Can I have a look of that flight as a photo?
Feel free.
If you can come, that will be good. Just give me 2 minutes. Don't mind actually. This is very surprising for us to see such things. So, surprise. Yeah.
You guys live here now?
Yeah, for about another 10 days we'll be here.
Just a 2 weeks visit.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We came for a business visit.
Yeah. So, when I got out of college, this is not that plane, but I bought a plane just like this. I borrowed.
Continue on Boeing Road for 3/4 of a mile.
and bought a plane just like this. This plane was built in 1977. It has 150 horsepower. It only carries 2 people. This plane goes 160 miles per hour. I think I already mentioned all
Yeah.
that.
So you have some other planes in the garage?
It's in Phoenix right now.
Okay.
Okay. So you back this up manually here? Or?
Yeah.
They don't have I assume there's no reverse in these planes, right?
There is no reverse. That plane's pretty heavy. It has a maximum weight of 3,600 pounds. But to move this plane around, this is very light. So I keep this here. This connects on the front wheel at the axle,
Okay.
and I can just
Just
push
pull
it
it,
and
yeah.
steer it. And it's quite light, actually.
It's nice. Yeah. Thank you.